You know what's crazy? Most people start their mornings half awake, sipping coffee, scrolling through their phones, already worrying about the day ahead. But imagine starting your morning differently. Imagine opening your eyes and the first thing you see is the person you love, the soft light brushing across their face, the warmth of their skin, that quiet, peaceful moment before the world intrudes. You move a little closer, feel their breath against your neck, and suddenly the day feels completely different. That's the beauty of morning sex. It's not just physical, it's deeply emotional, grounding, and incredibly intimate. There's something undeniably romantic about those early hours. You're both vulnerable, half asleep, messy hair, no makeup, no filters. It's raw, it's real, and that's what makes it so powerful. Morning sex isn't about being perfect, it's about being present. It's about starting your day with connection instead of chaos, love instead of stress. It says, before I face the world, I want to feel you. When you make love in the morning, it sets the tone for your entire day. The world feels lighter, you walk differently, you smile more, you're calmer, more confident, more connected. It's not just hormones, it's that deep emotional reminder that you're loved, desired, and safe in someone's arms. And let's be real, there's something deeply sensual about that lazy, unhurried energy of the morning. The softness of the sheets, the warmth of the sunlight, the quiet whispers between you. It's not rushed passion, it's slow, intentional, and filled with tenderness. That's what makes it unforgettable. So today, I'm going to share with you 8 reasons why morning sex should be a bigger part of your life. Because this isn't just about pleasure, it's about emotional connection, self-confidence, and starting your day in the most beautiful, intimate way possible. There's something incredibly intimate about morning sex that goes far beyond the physical. It's not about wild passion or intensity. It's about connection. It's about waking up next to someone half asleep, your body still heavy with dreams, and realizing that the first person you want to touch, to feel, to connect with is them. In that moment, everything slows down. The noise of the world disappears, and it's just the two of you, raw, real, and unguarded. Morning sex isn't about performance or expectation. It's about emotional closeness. It's that quiet, sacred time when love feels simple again. When you make love in the morning, you're saying something without words. You're saying, before I face the world, I want to feel close to you. It's a form of affection that builds trust, security, and a deeper emotional bond. Because unlike nighttime, where exhaustion and distractions often cloud intimacy, the morning carries a softness, a sense of honesty. You're not dressed up. You're not hiding behind perfume or makeup. You're just yourself. And that's exactly what makes it so powerful. You're both stripped down to your most natural selves, yet completely accepted by one another. Men, especially, connect differently in these moments. For many of them, physical closeness is how they express love. When you share that kind of tender connection first thing in the morning, it grounds him emotionally and strengthens the invisible thread between you. It reminds him that this isn't just chemistry, it's connection, comfort, and care. And for women, it's a reminder that love doesn't always have to be loud to be meaningful. It's in those soft kisses, those lazy touches, that shared laughter under the sheets. It's the unspoken feeling of you and me against the world. That's the kind of emotional intimacy that morning sex nurtures, the kind that deepens love without needing a single word. Morning sex has a magic that stays with you long after you've left the bed. It's not just the physical pleasure, it's the emotional charge it gives you for the rest of the day. When you start your morning with intimacy, you're not just connecting with your partner, you're reconnecting with yourself. You're waking up every part of your body, releasing feel-good hormones like dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin that instantly lift your mood and calm your mind. It's the kind of happiness that no amount of caffeine can replace. You feel lighter, happier, and more grounded because you've begun your day in the most natural, human way possible, with affection, connection, and pleasure. There's also something about the confidence it builds. When someone touches you first thing in the morning, when they look at you with sleepy eyes and that soft smile that says, you're irresistible just like this, it changes the way you move through your day. You walk differently, you smile more easily, you carry that glow into everything you do. Work, conversations, even small tasks. It's not vanity, it's energy. You feel desired, appreciated, and fully alive. That kind of confidence radiates without you even trying. For couples, this is a quiet reminder that attraction isn't something that fades with time. It grows when you nurture it. Morning sex tells your partner, I still want you. I still choose you. And that knowledge gives both of you a sense of reassurance that spills into every other part of the relationship. It's emotional fuel that keeps the connection strong. And beyond all that, it sets the tone for the day ahead. Instead of starting with stress or rush, you begin with laughter, touch, and shared warmth. That positive energy stays in your body, softening your edges and making you more patient, kind, and open throughout the day. It's not just sex, it's self-care, confidence, and emotional balance all rolled into one intimate act that says, today, I start with love. There's something deeply healing about starting your morning with touch instead of tension. Think about it. Most people wake up and immediately step into stress. The alarm rings, the phone buzzes, and before their feet even hit the floor, their mind is already racing through emails, deadlines, and responsibilities. But when you start your morning with sex, everything slows down. You're not rushing toward the chaos, you're melting into calm. That kind of intimacy is nature's way of saying, breathe. You're safe, you're loved. Morning sex works like the most natural stress reliever. When you're close to your partner, your body releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone that literally reduces anxiety and lowers blood pressure. Your breathing synchronizes, your heartbeat steadies, and your mind quiets down for a few beautiful moments. There's no pressure, no to-do list, no outside world, just connection. It's not just your body that relaxes, your entire nervous system does. And that emotional reset affects everything you do afterward. You walk into your day grounded, centered, and far less reactive to whatever comes your way. There's also a deep psychological power in starting your morning with pleasure instead of pressure. When your day begins with affection, laughter, or that quiet afterglow, it creates a mental buffer against stress. Problems still exist, but they don't weigh on you the same way because you've already filled your emotional tank. It's like beginning your day from a place of fullness rather than emptiness. You've already experienced connection, release, and peace, so the world's noise can't shake you as easily. And let's be honest, there's something incredibly romantic about turning stress into softness. Instead of rushing past each other, you take a few minutes to hold, to kiss, to touch. That intimacy doesn't just calm your body, it strengthens your bond. You're reminding each other that you're not alone in facing the day, you're a team. You start the morning not as two individuals, but as two lovers who've reconnected before the world even has a chance to pull you apart. That kind of emotional grounding makes life's chaos a little easier to handle and turns every morning into something worth waking up for. Morning sex has a way of keeping the fire alive in a relationship because it taps into a kind of natural, unfiltered passion. It's the moment when your body and mind are most relaxed, no pretense, no performance, no expectations. When you wake up and reach for your partner, it's instinctive. It's raw desire in its purest form. That simple act of wanting someone before the day begins, before you've even spoken a word, sends a powerful message. I still crave you. And that reminder alone can reignite sparks that daily life sometimes dulls. Passion fades when routine takes over, when intimacy becomes a box to check instead of a moment to feel. But morning sex interrupts that pattern. It's spontaneous. It breaks predictability. You're not planning it, you're just allowing it. And that's what makes it exciting. You're both still sleepy, voices low, skin warm from sleep, and suddenly there's this electric pull between you. That kind of spontaneity doesn't just fuel the body, it feeds the heart. It brings back that feeling of newness, that thrilling sense of we still have it. Morning sex also builds desire because it connects physical attraction with emotional closeness. When you start your day with affection, you carry that chemistry with you. You might think about each other throughout the day, send a playful text, or find yourselves more affectionate later on. It creates a rhythm of passion that lasts beyond that single moment. It becomes a continuous reminder of attraction, of connection, of love that's alive and growing. And here's the beautiful part: passion isn't about intensity every time. It's about consistency. When you regularly nurture physical connection, even through something as soft and sweet as morning intimacy, you keep the desire alive naturally. You remind each other that love isn't just about saying, I love you. It's about showing it in touch, in presence, in attention. That's what builds a lasting spark. Morning sex makes passion effortless because it flows from a place of authenticity. It's not about performance, it's about presence. It's a small, beautiful way of saying, I still see you, I still want you, and I always will. There's something truly special about the way morning sex strengthens the sense of partnership between two people. It's not just an intimate act, it's a quiet, unspoken promise. When you wake up and reach for each other, it's as if you're saying, before the world takes our attention, I choose you. It's a moment of unity before the day separates you with schedules, responsibilities, and distractions. That shared softness in the morning builds something powerful. It reminds both of you that you're on the same team, that your connection isn't just emotional or physical, but deeply rooted in understanding and closeness. Morning sex creates an emotional rhythm that carries through the day. It's that silent bond that says, no matter how busy we get, we start together. You move through the morning with a shared calm, a subtle glow, and even in the middle of a stressful day, that connection lingers like a secret between you. It's grounding, it's reassuring. It's a reminder that no matter what the world throws your way, you've already had your moments of intimacy, your reminder of love and partnership. For many couples, morning sex becomes a kind of ritual. It's not about lust alone. It's about reconnection. It's a pause before life begins. You're not just lovers, you're partners navigating the world together. And that early connection reinforces trust and emotional safety. It's like saying, I'm with you, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And there's something deeply romantic about that vulnerability. Morning sex doesn't happen under perfect lighting or after hours of preparation. It happens in real life when your hair's messy, when your breath isn't minty fresh, when you're most yourself. And when someone wants you in that state, when they pull you close, look at you and see beauty in your authenticity that deepens your bond beyond words. Partnership thrives on these little moments of togetherness. It's not built on grand gestures, but on the small, intimate connections that remind you both that love is alive, that attraction still burns, that you're not just coexisting, you're still choosing each other. And when that happens first thing in the morning, the world feels a little less heavy and your relationship feels a lot more unbreakable. Morning sex is this almost magical way of improving communication without either of you needing to say a single word. Think about it when you're tangled in each other's arms, when your breathing sinks and your bodies move in rhythm. You're speaking a language deeper than words could ever reach. It's primal, emotional, and profoundly intimate. You don't need to explain how you feel. Your body does it for you. Every touch says, I see you, I feel you, I'm with you. That's communication in its purest form. So often, couples struggle to express their emotions clearly. Life gets busy, stress builds, and conversations start to feel more like checklists than real connections. But in that early morning stillness, everything slows down. There are no distractions, no phones buzzing, no tasks waiting to be done. It's just the two of you, raw and unfiltered, letting touch replace talk. The way he traces his fingers down your back, the way you breathe his name softly, it's all part of a conversation that goes straight to the heart. What's even more beautiful is how this unspoken communication sets the tone for the rest of the day. You start to notice each other more, listen better, and respond with more patience and warmth. Morning sex opens a door, not just physically, but emotionally. It reminds you that connection isn't always about grand words or long talks. Sometimes it's about presence, energy, and the emotional truth that lives between two people who truly get each other. It's also an incredible confidence booster for both partners. When he feels your touch, your desire, your willingness to be close without hesitation, it reassures him that he's wanted, that he matters. And when you see the way he looks at you afterward, that soft smile, that unguarded affection, it tells you he feels safe with you, that he trusts you. That's not just chemistry, that's communication through vulnerability. Morning sex can also heal emotional distance. Maybe you argued the night before, or maybe you've both been too tired and disconnected lately. But when you wake up and reach for each other instead of your phone, you're silently saying, we're okay, we're still us. It's an apology, a reassurance, and a love note all wrapped into one. So many couples underestimate how powerful that kind of unspoken understanding can be. It's not just physical, it's emotional intelligence in its rawest form. You learn to read each other's energy, to understand moods, to respond intuitively. That's what deepens a bond. It's not just what you say to each other, it's what you show. And in those quiet, passionate morning moments, the message is crystal clear. I love you, I want you, and I still choose you. Morning sex doesn't just make you feel good emotionally. It's a full body recharge that ignites your physical health and energy in the most natural way possible. Think of it as your body's ultimate wake up ritual. When you connect with your partner in that early golden light, your heartbeat quickens, your breathing deepens, and your blood starts flowing faster. It's not just passion, it's exercise, oxygen, and chemistry all dancing together to make you feel alive. You're not only strengthening your bond, you're strengthening your heart, your muscles, and your mood. Your body releases a surge of endorphins and oxytocin during intimacy. Those feel-good hormones that instantly melt away tension and anxiety. They lift your mood, sharpen your focus, and make you feel grounded. It's like nature's own antidepressant. And here's what's fascinating. When you start your day in that heightened state of emotional and physical satisfaction, your energy lasts longer. You carry that glow, that quiet confidence into everything you do. The stress that would normally drain you feels lighter, and the little annoyances of the day don't hit as hard. There's also something deeply restorative about how morning sex syncs with your natural hormonal rhythm. Testosterone levels in men are highest in the morning, which means more passion, stronger desire, and better physical connection. For women, it boosts estrogen, improving skin radiance and emotional balance. It's literally your body aligning pleasure with health. That's why after morning intimacy, you often feel not tired, but energized, like every cell in your body just woke up smiling. And let's not ignore the ripple effect. It strengthens your immune system, reduces blood pressure, improves sleep quality for the next night, and even increases pain tolerance. But beyond the biology, there's the emotional vitality it brings. When you look at each other afterward, slightly breathless, with sleepy smiles and warm skin, that's not just attraction, it's life pulsing between you. You've both fueled your bodies and your bond. Morning sex is a reminder that health isn't only built in the gym or the kitchen, it's built in connection, in chemistry, in choosing to start the day with love instead of stress. It's passion as medicine, pleasure as vitality, and energy born from intimacy. Morning sex has this magical way of keeping the relationship exciting and playful. It breaks the routine, it surprises the senses, and it reminds both of you that love isn't just serious, it's supposed to be fun. Most couples slip into habits, same schedule, same rhythm, same moments of connection. But when you reach out for each other in the soft light of morning, when you let your sleepy smiles turn into kisses before coffee or alarms, something shifts. You're saying, we still have that spark, we still crave each other. There's something incredibly playful about it. The way your voices sound half awake, the way the warmth of the sheets wraps around your bodies, and how laughter naturally slips in between touches. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. The spontaneity of morning intimacy feels less like a performance and more like a shared secret. You're both unguarded, natural, and present, and that authenticity makes the attraction deeper. It keeps you from drifting into that dull routine where everything feels predictable. When you bring that energy into your mornings, you also bring a sense of adventure back into the relationship. It's no longer just about sex. It's about the playful connection that reminds you why you fell for each other in the first place. That mischievous spark, the teasing glances, the laughter, all of it builds a stronger emotional rhythm. And it's not just about pleasure, it's about emotional chemistry. You begin to flirt again. They're even outside the bedroom, because that morning fun sets the tone for the day. The beauty of morning sex is that it reawakens the teenage thrill that time sometimes dulls. It brings back that feeling of discovery even after years together. When you start your day with that mix of tenderness and passion, you remind your partner and yourself that connection doesn't have to fade with time. It just needs to be fed with a bit of spontaneity and affection. That playful energy carries through the day in the way you smile at each other, the way you text during lunch, the way you look forward to coming home. Morning sex isn't just about physical closeness. It's about reigniting emotional playfulness, the kind that keeps love alive, exciting, and beautifully unpredictable.